Hello, everyone. Here we are for another race. It is the 1996 Miller 400 at Michigan. Tonight's race, like I said, we're at the Michigan Speedway, and she's going to be a fast race as we do over 200 miles an hour off into the corner. We're heading into the race 13th into the standings, and we probably would have been inside the top 10 of the standings if Morgan Shepherd did not decide to destroy us in the last race. Those of you that watched the last race, we were doing quite well, to be honest, and then he decided we did not need to exist anymore with 2 laps to go on the exit of turn 2 at Pocono, and that was the end of that, and our race was quickly over. So here at Michigan, this should be a fun one. High speeds, lots of a big wide track to make some passes on. I'm interested to see what kind of race this is going to bring. Just like Pocono, I did not run any practice laps either. I want to go into this blind just to see how we do. And of course, the next race, it is the 1996 Pepsi 400 at Daytona, which is the one I'm looking forward to. And I think you guys will enjoy that race as well. If the AI work as good as they have. The other tests that I've done with them should be a fun event. But this race, we're at Michigan. And again, this should be a fun one as well. Again, guys, I really do appreciate the support these videos have gotten. Ooh, I should have dropped that spoiler down. This is going to be a rough qualifying session here at Michigan for us. Yeah, I really do appreciate the support you guys have given this series. And like I said, when I started it, I did not expect to even get like 100 views a video. But most videos now are getting 300-400 views, which is honestly shocking to me. So, like I said, very much appreciate the support. I'm glad you guys are just enjoying this as much as I am. So here we go. I'm going to take the first lap here at the Michigan Speedway. Look at the old school walls, look all run down and everything. Here we come to start the first lap. Hopefully we have a car that can compete with the AI in this race, because you just never know what they're going to bring from race to race. As we saw at Pocono, we qualified up front, and they were just so fast off turn 1. We didn't have a whole lot for them. We were just trying to hang on for a top 10 spot. We almost had it. Like I said, Morgan Shepherd decided we did not need to exist anymore. We're pretty quick down the back straightaway there as we get into turns 3 and 4. Struggling for a little bit of grip here. Don't know how this lap's going to compare to the AI, of course. Feels like we got a little bit of wind down the front straightaway because we are a lot faster down the back stretch than we are here. I don't feel like that's a fast lap. Got to fit down to the inside a lot better this time. Yeah, this should be a much better lap than that. Hopefully it gets us inside the top 30. 200 down the back straightaway. That's what that lower spoiler is going to help us, is on those straightaways, but we might need to put some back into it just for the corner. This is the 90s. You can also adjust the spoiler in the middle of the race. 39.3. Wow, that was a solid qualifying effort. 2 good qualifying efforts in a row. We are going to be starting 6th. Jeff Gordon, Bobby Labonte, Bobby Hamilton, Mark Martin, Bill Elliott, which is us, Terry Labonte, Darrell Walter, Dale Earnhardt, round out the top 10 here at the Michigan Raceway. And this should be, or Michigan Speedway, I apologize. This should be a fun race. So I'm glad to see us have a decent starting position. Going to up that spoiler just by like 2 degrees just to help it there. And I think I'm going to adjust the weight just the hairline so it's not as loose in that first corner, because I don't really want to crash there. So very glad we're having a start towards the front once again. This should help our race. We really need it. I'd like to get top 10 in points if I can. The last couple of weeks have been painful for us. Dover, we crashed and had a terrible car there. And then, of course, we got wrecked at Pocono. So here we are, the 1996 Miller 400 at Michigan. Gonna give the field rundown. Jeff Gordon, Bobby Labonte, Bobby Hamilton, Mark Martin, Bill Elliott, Terry Labonte, Dale Earnhardt, Darrell Waltrip, Sterling Marlin, Rusty Wallace, Dale Jarrett, Morgan Shepherd with another solid qualifying run so he can try and take us out. I need to get it back. Kenny Wallace, Rick Mast, Ricky Craven, Ken Schrader, Jeff Burton, Ted Musgrave, Michael Waltrip, Blake Speed, Jimmy Spencer, Ward Burton, Ricky Rudd, Kyle Petty inside the top 25, Bernie Irvin, Jeremy Mayfield, Dave Marcus, John Andretti, Robert Presley, Wally Dallenbach, Brett Padine, Jeff Padine, Bobby Hillen, Johnny Benson, Joe Nemechek, And then we got Dick Trickle, Derek Cope, and Jeff Purvis, which will be the 39 cars in this race, because this game did not support 40. I can't speak English. 43 cars yet. Here we go. Going through turn 2 and turn 2. Oh my God, I don't even know what I'm talking about tonight, guys. This could be a struggle for the commentary. Going through turns 3 and 4. Pace car is about to pull in. We're about to go racing at the Michigan Speedway for some fast racing. Here we go. Pace cars in. Jeff Gordon leads Bobby Labonte down. Green flags in the air. We're racing at Michigan. They all had a slightly better start. It's almost like they know when the green flag is going to come out compared to me. So strange, huh? Side by side still as we enter turns 1 and 2. Jeff Gordon probably going to have the advantage being on the inside. Mark Martin comes down just a little bit. We're loose. I just figured that was going to happen. Bobby Labonte's going to have to run down the back. No, he's not. He has a terrible exit there. There he is. Oop, he let us up because he got scared. Doesn't feel like there's as strong of a wind in turns 3 or down the back straightaway going into turns 3 and 4 for this one as there was for qualifying. Jeff Gordon pulls out to a slight lead. We're on the inside of Bobby Hamilton off turn 4. Gonna try and get that draft down the front straightaway. Give him a bump. There we go. Get him up there. We have a strong car in tonight's race. The outside of Bobby Hamilton.
Still there. Still there. Clear.
Couldn't quite get him there. Top 3 locked together. Gordon, Hamilton, us, Labonte, then Martin right behind.
Car high.
Looks like we're going to get second. Ooh, we got tight. Hamilton going to hold on to second spot. 39 cars already 5.5 seconds back. All right, Hamilton drifts up the track. We're going to get down to his inside again. I think we're going to get him this time. Side by side down the back straightaway. Don't know if we're going to be able to catch Gordon, but we can hope. This is a 20-lap race, by the way. Forgot to go over that at the start. We got him as we enter turn 3. Thing is, too, doing a race at each of these tracks, I'll be able to adjust the AI slightly in the I&I to balance them out a little bit better in a future season as well. Gordon pulling. He's got the car down the straightaway. We get him on the entries. That's what we're going to have to win. Yeah, he's got us down the straightaway, though. He pulls just ever so slightly. AI really slow entering turn 3. Hamilton sticking with us. He's right behind me. Top 3 cars have broken away from the field as Terry Labonte passed for 4th. He's holding on. Dale Earnhardt got passed by Rusty Wallace. He's trying to have a bit of a comeback himself. Started the season off strong. He won the 500. He won Richmond. Then he ended up having a bit of calamity, and that set him back in the points and allowed Terry Labonte to take over. Oh, Jeff.
You've got a car up high.
I'm low. I'm low. Oh, my God. That was scary. We got by Gordon. Here comes Hamilton up to him, and Terry Labonte closing the gap. Now we got a 4-car battle up for the lead. Labonte gets by Hamilton. Top 3 cars on top of each other. Labonte got by Gordon as well. He's had the strong car all season. I hope we can hold him off. That's really where the AI screw up, is on the 10-3 turn 3. You can see he closes the gap just a little bit on the exit. He's going to get the run down the straightaway, but I don't think he's going to get close enough. Ooh, little dicey right there. He's holding on. Gordon dropping back. Now it's just Labonte and I that have pulled away. Tires still looking solid. Coming to lap 8. Dick Trickle now has moved into the last position. Jeff Purvis has moved up a couple of them. Dick Trickle's 10 seconds behind. That poor man, he's about to be half a lap down here soon. Labonte did not close the gap that time like he had been. He held on though in turn 3 that time. That's a bit of a change. Let's see if he's able to get the run off turn 4. Looks like he's just holding steady at 0.3 of a second. Well, wouldn't help if I had the live timer up. Morgan Shepherd moved into the top 10. He's trying to get closer to me. We're gonna have PTSD from that driver for a while. Kyle Petty moved up to the top 20 now. He's moving up. Hillen's moved up quite a bit. Hyde Strickland dropped back. Johnny Benson moving up. Definitely a bit of movement throughout the field. And again, Terry Labonte started all the way back there, and Terry Labonte started all the way back there, and I think it was 5th, and he's moved his way up to 2nd, especially all that passing that we had up front. He took advantage and made the move, and here he is. 10 laps to go. I'm thinking we can hang on if we don't make any mistakes. Labonte keeps screwing up his entry to turn 3. We're almost 1 second ahead, but again, he gets that run off turn 4.
We've got just 10 more to go.
I don't know why it's 9 to go when it's 10 to go. You always have to add a lap. It's so weird. All right, Labonte's dropped back to 0.8 behind. Gordon, 2 seconds back. Hamilton trying to give him a run for his money. Bill Elliott in real life did not have a good 1996 season. In fact, the entire time he drove the 94 car that he owned the team, he didn't have a very hot season ever in that machine. And then in 2001, he went to race for Ray Evernham, and then his career picked back up until he decided to go on part-time retirement the year after 2003. Almost won his final full-time race at Homestead. Then he blew his tire off turn 2, and Bobby Labonte went by for the win. But I don't think anyone can deny how good the Bill Elliott McDonald's machines always looked. 1.5 second lead now. So we come back to Michigan, I'll have to make sure to up the AI just a little bit. At least I think so. Couple percentage anyway. This car is hooked up. Yeah, it's just flying. We got almost a 2-second gap through the field. This might be the least exciting race for you guys so far, but hey, we're having a good one finally, and we need one after the last couple weeks. Nobody's crashed either. I feel like your car's gotten slightly better as the tires have heated up, if anything. We are hauling away. Terry Labonte is even actually losing ground to Jeff Gordon and Bobby Hamilton, so his car is kind of falling off a rock. This car is just getting in there and it's sticking. I did make those couple setup adjustments for our handling benefit prematurely, but they seem to have worked. Just I figured to balance the car out a little bit because a lot of the ace setups seem to be a hairline loose, so not necessarily best on this game because sometimes it feels like you're skating on ice with the loose car. Almost a 3-second lead as we come
Just 5 more to go.
Yep,
Keep
5 laps to go right there. Labonte, he's up back to 6. He's almost 10 seconds behind. I should have rephrased, Bobby Labonte. We got cars that are already half a lap down ahead of us, and we are catching them quick. We have a hot rod for this race. This is not something I anticipated, but I'm not going to complain. We needed a strong run. Daytona, it's going to be fun. There'll be lots of 2 and 3 wide racing at that one. I'm sure there will be a couple strong cars that can pull away, but we're going to be dicing it up racing 2 and 3 wide. Purvis also lost a couple more spots. He dropped back to 37th. He was up a little higher earlier. Doesn't look like a whole lot of other movement through the field. Kyle Petty's now solidly inside the top 20. He was just hanging on before, but he's moved himself up from 24th at the start of the race to 19th. And Michael Waltrip hanging about where he started. Morgan Shepherd went back from 12th to 10th, and now he's back to 11th. So, like I said, a little bit of movement. Doesn't look like a whole lot inside the top 10 as things are strung out quite heavily here. I should pay a bit more attention to the track, or this wind is going to go away quickly. But yeah, there's definitely been some movement throughout the field, but things have stagnated a little bit now. And like I said, that is the good thing with the AI on this game. There's a lot more randomness involved than what there are in the newer Papyrus games. Coming to 2 laps to go, and that's going to be it for Michigan. It's been an up and down season for us so far. This is the kind of race that we needed. If this was a NASCAR Thunder career mode race, you'd feel rich at the end. We have not fallen off much, only a couple of tenths. This car has been hooked up all race long. Here we come to take the final lap for the 1996 Miller 400. White flag is in the air.
Last lap now. You're the man. Come on, bring it home.
Just got to make sure there's no mistakes. We've ran pretty much a flawless race so far. Here we come down the back straightaway for the final time. Going to hit almost 200 miles an hour once again. Not next Sunday, but the next race we do, which is Daytona, won't have to worry about it. We're going to be hitting 200 every single lap as we fly around that joint. Here we come, off turn 4 to the checkered flag to win the 1996 Miller 400 at Michigan. Looks like Terry Labonte is going to be 5th. Jeff Gordon held off Bobby Hamilton, or he's going to anyway, and Dale Earnhardt will round out the top 5 for the race. There we go. That was the race that we needed. Some much needed bonus points. The game still has not completed the race because a lot of cars are still crossing the finish line, so we'll keep driving around here until it is officially over. But that is the end of the race, and we ran a good one. I can't say we did anything wrong in that race. There we go. We got our win. Look at the random colors drawn in the middle of the screen. That was what we needed. Let's see just how strung out that field was. Yeah, these guys are battling each other, but a couple smaller battles on the racetrack, not a ton going around. They really, really spread out this race, which I guess is typical for Michigan. Even in the 90s and everything, Michigan's always one of those tracks where things just spread out. We moved up 4 spots in the standings. We moved all the way from 13th up to 9th, so we're back inside the top 10. We've had 3 wins so far. Be nice if we can fetch up another one here before the season's over. In the next race, it's the 1996 Pepsi 400 at Daytona. I'll see you all there for the Daytona International Speedway. as that will mark the completion pretty much almost at the halfway point. And after that, we'll head to New Hampshire, which that means the season will be officially halfway over. But like I said, it's a 31 race season. Next week, we're already at, or next race, I keep saying next week, but I do couple these every week. Next race will be 15 of 31 already. So things are moving on quickly. Thank you all for tuning in. See you all for the next one.